Hello, how are you today? Do you want to dive into a book that might just surprise you, whether it becomes your next favorite or one you might skip? Let's find out what readers are saying about it.
Lynn Peterson, who has 33 likes, says 4.25. This is one crazy thrill ride through psycho women and psycho relationships. This is Mean Girls Gone Wild, and what a wild ride it is. John Mars always writes these great Are You Kidding Me books, and this is no exception. 3 women. Neighbor and friends, or are they? Brady Lockerbie, who has 321 likes, says, Okay, I am so torn on what to rate this one overall. I enjoyed myself. Like most John Mars books. Lots of twists and turns. You have no idea what is true up until the last page. But I was confused for a lot of this. Especially reading it over the course of 34 days. I kept having to reread the last chapter to remember where I was at and what was going on. But like I said, I enjoyed myself. A 3 feels right, ha ha ha. CC, who has 109 likes, says, Bonfire night. After a dramatic fiery start and a voice in an ear saying you killed me first. I am hooked. When shall we 3 meet again? Let me introduce you to the coven of the cul-de-sac. There is Glossy Liv, who seems to have it all, including a handsome husband called Brandon. Think Brandon Flowers, but with plenty of muscle definition. Then there's Margot, whose post-pop star infamy via her marriage to Niku follows her everywhere. Just call her Mrs. Snark. Then there's Drab Anna, married to even Draper Drew. The odd couple out, but we all know that appearances can be very deceptive, and appearances are very important to this bunch. I'll say very little else because there's no way I want to spoil the dark entertainment value of the power dynamics and everything else in this never a dull moment. Latest read from the talented John Mars. I've said it before. And I'll say it again. John Mars' mind is a darkly creative place, and I love it. I know I should out and out loathe Margot. Because she is utterly despicable, but I'll admit that some of her barbs make me laugh. Sorry. Not sorry. I'll bet the author had huge fun creating her, and I have to say she's very memorable. There's never a lull in the storytelling, which barrels at a good pace through multiple twists and turns to a good ending. It keeps me engaged from start to finish, constantly wondering what will be unleashed next. If you have considering a house move, I'll make sure you avoid this particular cul-de-sac. A cracking read. Again, a Kindle Unlimited read. Deepak, who has 46 likes, says, John Mars definitely cooked some spiteful diabolical mess here, in the most entertaining way possible. All 3 POVs were simply unputdownable. With their pettiness overloaded, Margaret, Liv, and Anna were continuously one-upping each other chapter to chapter. The burning greed, intelligence, and drama was screaming at me from all angles to finish it in hurried fashion, as I admittedly couldn't get enough lol. It eventually led towards this ending where I was impressed to the brim. Dark, twisted, and all types of unhinged. Just how I like my thrillers. I have even more trust issues now. But I also have no regrets at the same time. Allison, book reviewer, who has 38 likes, says, 5 stars. John Mars never fails to amaze me. 3 couples meet in a small-town neighborhood. Anne and Margot have just met Liv, and they quickly become friends. Anne and Margot both have a past, and as the book progresses it starts to catch up with them, and they will stop at nothing to cover it up. I found it such a different story because some characters are speaking from the afterlife, which provide the twists in the book. It's also told in the events leading up to a bonfire and after several POVs in this book. John Mars has quite an imagination with all his books. This book did not disappoint.